Welcome to Friday's op-ed edition of Your Mac's Podcast Now. Apple has released GarageBand 6.0.2. This update improves overall stability and addresses a number of minor issues, including the following: support for opening projects imported from GarageBand for iPad 2. This update is recommended for all GarageBand 11 users. John Pakskowski of All Things Digital reports that Apple is scrambling to retool its supply chain following this month's devastating earthquake in Japan, searching out new suppliers to avoid running out of components as demand for the iPad 2 surges. Taiwan's Economic Daily News reports that Apple has tapped AU Optronics as a secondary source of iPad displays, agreeing to pay a rumored 300% to 400% premium to guarantee a steady supply. Sources say the deal will require about half of the capacity of AU's fifth-generation plant in central Taiwan, which could end up producing 100,000 displays daily for Apple. For years now, Facebook has offered quite a few ways to access the site from mobile devices, and they've proven immensely popular. In February 2010, the site had 100 million mobile users per month. Today, it's announcing that it's up to 250 million. To coincide with the growth stats, Facebook has some other news to announce about mobile. According to TechCrunch, Facebook is merging TouchFacebook.com and mFacebook.com into the same site. But don't worry, touchscreen users aren't about to be downgraded to the other version. Facebook head of mobile products, Eric Seng, explains that up until now, having two versions of Facebook's mobile website has led to issues because the site's engineers would have to rebuild the same features twice, leading the two sites to rarely reach feature parity. Now Facebook has launched a new framework based on XHP, Javelin, and WURFL that uses the same underlying code base, while tweaking UI elements on the fly depending on what device you're accessing the site from. In other words, Facebook's engineers only have to implement a feature once on their back end, and if your phone supports it, it'll show up. The new site started rolling out Wednesday night, and it will be live for everyone in the next few weeks. And you thought that Facebook gave you the privacy willies? Well, according to Mashable, Google is working on a facial recognition mobile app that would allow users to snap a picture of a friend or new acquaintance and then access his or her Google profile contact information. The as yet unnamed app is capable of grabbing a Google profile user's name, email address, and phone number. The technology is also capable of accessing Twitter, Facebook, Flickr, or other online photos and data. Purportedly, Google is also working on an opt-in model. Google profile users have to elect to participate, and they must explicitly give Google permission to use their profile data and picture. If they don't, the photo app won't recognize them. The app makes use of facial recognition technology, which is already being used in Picasa, Google's photo sharing application. Google's balancing act of high technology and human privacy has come under fire in recent months. Last fall, the company had to settle a privacy-related lawsuit when its social product, Google Buzz, shared personal data without user consent.
I have never been a quitter. For more than a quarter of a century in public life, I have shared in the turbulent history of this era. I have fought for what I believed in. I have tried, to the best of my ability, to discharge those duties and meet those responsibilities that were entrusted to me. Sometimes I have succeeded, and sometimes I have failed. But always, I have taken heart from what Theodore Roosevelt once said about the man in the arena.
And so ends April Fool's Day in the Magic Apple Kingdom, boys and girls. Hey, listen, I hope you have really fine weather this weekend, but if you do, don't bogart it. Capture it in a mason jar and mail it off to me, please, because the weather here sucks. So, until next time, this is your host, Tricky Dick, reminding you to download, double-click, drop out, and be nice to checkers.